back to my channel, and today my topic is about the search for vitamins. I got my research from the Encyclopedia of the Human Body. In the past, vitamins were crucial in our part of our lives, but in the past people didn't have the vitamins, so that meant people had lack of nutrition and easily got sick. Let's learn more about how people learned about vitamins from early on. The first sort or form of vitamins was found with the disease called scurvy. Scurvy was when each sailor developed a sickness where their symptoms included loose teeth, bruising, and bleeding gums. Also, their slow healing. When you think about a pirate, you think their teeth are very wonky and they're always usually bleeding, but this is because they have scurvy. Sailors who develop this will usually have a lack of nutrition. Food will get spoiled easily over long distances in time, so that's why sailors didn't have healthy diets. It wasn't until the Scottish naval surgeon James Lind found this out. Scurvy had become a major problem at sea. James Lind divided 12 sailors into equal groups of 6. In each group, he fed them different treatments. One of the treatments was oranges or citruses, also known as citruses. He found and discovered the sailors who received citruses recovered the fastest. We later learned that citruses had a lot of vitamin C, a major part in the definition of nutrition your body needs to form blood vessels, cartilage, muscle, and collagen in bones. James Lind published his results in 1753, but the British Navy didn't use this process until a century later. But before that time, a lot of sailors could be saved if they adapted this habit. Food factors can also change how people live. For example, I get sick easily if I eat a lot of fat, for example, potato chips. But someone with a healthy diet, with all the products we need every day, will have a good, healthy diet with no sicknesses. The Dutch physicist Christian Eijkman proved this. First, he traveled to Indonesia because he wanted to find out the cause of beriberi in the 1900s. Beriberi was a disease sort of like scurvy because most of the people had the lack of nutrition they needed. He first experimented with chickens. He fed one group of chickens white rice and one of the chickens brown rice. You can see that each of these rice kernels are different. Let's see how processed they are. First, there's the whole rice kernel, and only some parts are taken off to get the brown rice. But white rice is more processed. So his discovery was white rice was the cause of beriberi, while brown rice cured or prevented the beriberi. As you can see, white rice is a completely processed rice kernel with nothing left behind except for the white inner parts. Later in the century, Frederick Galen Hopkins, who worked at the Cambridge University in England, found that the people needed accessory food factors to function properly. This is him to where I'm pointing, but he named it accessory food factors because there was not yet a word for vitamins. Moving on, the lack of vitamins is what we now call vitamin deficiencies. You might have a lot of symptoms with vitamin deficiencies, so that's why it's important for you to have daily annual checkups and make sure you're eating healthy. Some of the most common forms of the vitamin deficiency of vitamin D is rickets. In this picture, it looks very concerning, but these children have the lack of vitamin D. Their bones are not strong enough to support their upper weight, so that means their whole weight will collapse on their legs. In this picture to my book, it's even more severe with the legs extending outwards. This is very unusual, but it is formed by the lack of vitamins. There are also a lot of symptoms to having vitamin deficiencies. Some of the signs that you want to know if you're having vitamin deficiencies are weight loss, because your body doesn't know how to handle these products that you're eating. Also, unusual heartbeats, weak nails. If you ever feel your nails and you feel like they bend easily, this is because your body doesn't produce enough of this protein that will make your nails strong. There's also dermatitis, which is skin problems. They usually occur in rashes, or this is because when you process your foods down all the way to your bladder, it doesn't fully reach your bladder, and instead the waste products travel all over your body, usually resembling a sunburn. Also, you have diarrhea, which everybody knows is wet poop. Very disgusting. Then there's dementia, which a lot of older people will develop too, but with vitamin deficiencies, this is caused with mental confusion and memory loss. If you've ever visited your grandparents' house or any older person's house, they might forget you after a while. This may either be a memory loss or also known as dementia. This is confusion in your brain. And a common example is that the humans are being drawn off of puzzle pieces of their brain. So all of this information gets lost. The vitamin purpose is to help our body function well. Vitamins were originally named by Casimir Funk, a Polish American chemist. When he discovered that we needed accessory food factors, he called it vital amines. Amines are compounds, but he discovered not all of them were compounds, so he named, instead of making them vital amines, he deleted the E into vitamins. So now everybody knows this word is vitamins. In the past, vitamins aren't always like they are today. We know them as these pills or capsules, or my parents buy these from the store, which come in pills, in capsules, but in the past they were available either in cod liver oil, which is A&D, and I do not recommend you trying this out for vitamins because from my mom's recommendation, it's very disgusting and oily, and also orange juice, which provides vitamin C for everyone. In World War II, people gave out free supplements of these two types of vitamin choices. This is a picture of a lady packaging cod liver oil. And in World War II, there was a lot of food shortages, but they were kind to mothers, so children would not grow up deformed with rickets, like the people in the last two slides had. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the types of vitamins because you might be wondering what each one is. When I brought out this bottle, this is vitamin B12, which is, first of all, responsible for energy production. This is basically found in all the foods that we eat, because without vitamin B, we would be very tired. There are two main types of vitamins, fat soluble and water soluble. Soluble means to dissolve. So fat soluble basically means that the vitamins can dissolve in fat and be stored in the body, while water soluble easily dissolves in water. The first vitamin we are going to talk about is vitamin A. Your mother always says, eat your carrots. This is because at nighttime you will receive better vision. Sometimes you have tiny dots of vision when you can't see well, but vitamin A can change that and support the vision a little bit more. Vitamin D is one of the most common vitamin deficiencies, but it keeps muscles, bones, and teeth healthy. You can gain vitamin D by running every day and exercise your body a lot. When you're sweating, you know that you receive vitamin D. Vitamin E will help maintain your healthy skin, nails, and hair. A lot of vitamin E is found in greens such as spinach and broccoli. So don't avoid those, because if you want to have pretty skin or hair or nails, this is how you gain that. Vitamin K prevents blood clots. This is a rare sort of vitamin because all the other vitamins I'm going to talk about are common. Next, we have the water-soluble vitamins. This includes vitamin C. As I talked about earlier, scurvy was caused by the lack of vitamin C. Vitamin C supports your immune system. That means if you have a wound or your body's trying to fight an illness, vitamin C helps you fight this because it will control the body to heal up all your injuries. Then there's vitamin B, which is responsible for energy production. I already talked about that earlier. In conclusion, I think that vitamins are all very important. So in the past to now, we have developed great uses of vitamins. Thank you for listening. I hope you like and subscribe to my